Sarah Martin Hyde, to flee this English town. You leave as your ancestors did to claim your Irish home. Like Englishmen in days gone by, who gained from Ireland shame, your family won on air and shore a place to hold their name. You leave behind a lonely room and hopes too sweet to bear. The man you thought you'd marry once, the love he would not share. You've left this cold, uncaring life to see if you would dare start afresh where you're not wanted as Duhallow's English air. And now you seek those leafy trees where an orphan girl could hide. Your aunt and uncle's famine walls kept well-bred fears outside, but love as well was turned away, while undisturbed inside crept the dark and silent vision haunting Sarah Martin Hyde. So Sarah, lovely Sarah Hyde, turn hunter ere you flee, to reach that peaceful refuge there which waits you constantly. You first must find and run to ground what moves among the trees, or fear will hold you here at bay and never let you free.
Why this headlong flight? What else is there? What else is left? There was something there. Or I dreamt something happened. Or maybe he's right, I'm a bit mad. Under the arch. Waiting and trembling under the arch. Meet you after Irish history. Couldn't think what to say. I wonder if he'd kiss me this time. How could he hurt me so? There's Ryan's Crossing. The train slowed down here. I'd lift my box of treasures from the rack, smooth my ribbon in the glass, then lean out in the steam and cinders, look to see who'd been sent to meet me.
Hello, Miss Sarah. Sure the mistress is good.
There's a Protestant church. Uncle Robert's glorious beacon. Aloof from the village like the quality inside. Please, can we stop at Murphy's? I'd buy some sweets and chat to old Murphy, saying something about home I shouldn't have said. And in the street, they would watch and stare, with their mind on the past. That past which cut us off from them, that shaped the druid beacons shining through the Irish mist. Mist which swallows native, settler, RC and prod, and choked me behind this famine wall. Same wall, the gate ahead, and Nora saying to me, leaves and trees are truthful, walls and gates to keep you safe, winding paths to treasures twist. And there are the gates, and Mummy's picture. A lovely picture.
Cripes, there's someone outside the gate.
Go out and see who it is.
It's only Miss Sarah inside the trap.
Home for the holidays, I suppose.
The new mistress home and alone at last. Alone at last among the trees. My whispering trees. Up in the branches, Nora saw a little man crouching in the branches. I looked so hard. I wanted him there so Nora's story would be true. Like Spencer's ghost at Kilcolman Castle, searching for the fairy queen the rebels had burned. Mulla mine, whose waves I whilom taught to weep. The echo whispering along the valley. Walk through the doors. The house is empty. There's no one in the summer house to look at you now. They're both dead, remember? It's yours. Keep to your plan, Sarah. Keep to your plan. Feel what you felt as a girl. Opening the scars of those lonely years.
Ah, you must be Sarah. Auntie Claire would like to meet you.
Until your mother gets better, you'll be staying here a while.
I bagged them in Canada before the war.
Where are you going, Sarah?
We'll make a huntswoman of you.
They found a Kilcolman and killed a Cairdugan. They blooded me, Uncle. See my cheeks here and here? It was such a lovely hunt, and the whip said I rode so well. And then he gave me the brush to keep.
I forbid you to go upstairs to the attic. It's haunted and dark, and the floor is unsafe.
Why, Brendy? Mustn't make a sound. We'll open the door and see if he can see the ghost. And if we do, I'll say the magic spell. But if I die, don't say where I am. Just go downstairs and have your tea.
Where have you been, young lady? Everyone's out looking for you.
But it wasn't scary, Auntie Claire. There were only toys and a rocking horse and a dolly in a pram.
If I find you up there again...
That dolly's head. How I loathe that mausoleum for their precious little Johnny. More light, that's what I want. Damn this blind. Air. You must have fresh air. For the view. My view. How lovely it is from here. Her room, just as she left it. The maids must think I'm mad. Arriving after lunch, take day off, stop. But it's the only way it could work. Start alone. Be alone first. Today, the grounds and the garden. And tomorrow you can change that room around. Maybe ride again. A touch of the crop and Prince would fly any fence or bank I wanted him to. Dear, faithful Prince. Over there, munching hay. Up came the head and the low whinny towards me. And the hunters watching, and the creak of my saddle, the smell of the frost and the still of the morning, and the farm dogs barking, straight and proud as the huntsman passed us.
The girl on the pony is Robert's niece.
She's going rather well today.
And dripping wet, covered in mud, all flushed, legs shaking. They'd run him to ground by that bamboo grove. The shout of the whip, the fox in the air, hounds slavering and steaming, the warm blood on my cheeks. My baptism. I didn't wash my face for days. Those marks proved that I belonged. I'd killed my fox. I was a hunter now. Afterwards, I began to poke around the place much more. They never learned of what I saw behind each gate and door. What was... the plucking house. Stupid hens. Your necks are wrung, your babies boiled and scrambled every breakfast. And still you gullibly peck and gossip, contented in your foul yard prison, picking lice from the sawmill logs. Stumps, which lie like the marrow, hollowed bones of an ancient race. Above them, Duhallow. Duhallow. Serenely unaware of what I heard down here, Dan the smith telling me tales of famine walls, and the raven's path to the fairy well. He said it passed some druid ruins. Gate was white and very stiff. He's coming. I was following you, chasing you down the raven's path, and above was Nora, waiting there. Home, safe home, and Nora waiting. The house felt so safe and sure when you were frightened. You never guessed that they too, once felt fears like yours. Now you know they did. For crackling fires and cries of hatred sound again, and vengeance prowls in gunmen's clothes, and the soldier kills and the bomb explodes, while all around stand disregarded witnesses, possessed by nature and her tenant grows. Flames of ivy licking up the blackened walls, and wrestling, rioting trees within. And only the wondering eyes of childhood to study the lesson these ruins teach. I remember the sense of being watched, where those lords and ladies once had strolled, and except for the gate, all escape was barred. In our own garden, I felt so secure. Uncle called it Reason's Refuge. He always had a name for things. It's more like a fallen beauty now, dressed in September's faded summer colors. Nothing broke into this quiet seclusion. The world outside was kept at bay, and ringed around by wall and privet, Uncle Robert's order grew and ripens still. Aunt Claire's delight, the herbaceous border. Dear Michaelmas Daisy. How many hours did I spend wandering through the garden, idly picking flowers, savoring the fruit? And I never asked what plants were called, or when they bloomed, or how they grew. This scented world just happened around me, thriving here, undisturbed. Must see these dark, brooding parts, where I would beg the wall to speak, or pray that if I stared enough, a door would start to open.
Someone's coming.
I must see the avenue. Must have been the wind. I'm sure I was stealing peaches. Gate's open at the bottom. The gate. It's locked. It's locked. It can't be locked. I didn't lock it. It has to be jammed. No, it was always stiff. It's always been stiff. Shake it harder. Why won't it loosen? It's got to loosen. Loosen the gate. Shout. Shall I call? Shall I shout? Shout. That sound. Rushing sound in the passage. Of course, cattle are driven down the passage. Murderers. Galloping, lunging, munting, drooling, they shamble past with staring eyes. You force yourself to walk among them, thinking of the puppy they gored, beside a bimbo whimpering in the field. Prince had shied and was galloping off, and I lay hurt with a throb in my foot. And then the cows came, jostling, crowding round us. And bimbo yapped and licked their hocks, and one of them flung him high in the air. And his screams made me scream. They backed away. That face. So familiar. From where? Don't speak to him. Go. Please, go. You were down by the river, remember?
Run.
You ran to Nora.
Run.
The gate by the border.
Run.
Escape.
Run.
What did you want?
Run.
Get out of this place. Clear your mind. Leave it all behind. Surrender to these trees and paths. See what memories they bring. Outside the garden wall, those palm leaves were the rattling spears of a treacherous tribe of cannibals. I thrilled in the avenue, dark and wild, with the stories Dan and Nora told, of vanishing paths and whispering trees, enchanted places. The treasure's hidden there, didn't Dan always say? When he taught me the riddle, I trembled with power. My deed twists with forgotten laughter and leaps from the shadows like a flame in the wind. My treasure claws the dark one to me. It gleams in the earth like an envious heart. Walk round, thrice round, where the lime tree's found, then look to the limb where the hoodie crows sound. Never solved it. The curse of the foxy woman frightened me so. All wrapped in a cloak, watching over the treasure, she walks from the limes to the blind bridge above. There's a sudden hush when they hear her come. Then with a rush of wings she's upon you, yellow eyes in a fox's mask, with her arm rising up, and the starlings watching. She'd smite you dead if you didn't walk backwards, crossing yourself and saying, "Our Father." I knew that spell. I learned them all. I never crossed a field on foot, but kept to the side as the pukas do. I'd look to see what the little folk gave me, and Brendy left them tribute too. For the fairies knew of the plan we made, of the home in the woods where we'd live alone, away from those cows, away from Duhallow, away from that talk, all that grown-up talk. Way out on our own, among the trees, with the sound of leaves and swaying branches in the wind. I followed signs the fairies set, which pointed where our den would be. And by a path on the valley floor, I found a cave. It was dark and small. Above the mouth, I scratched my mark and named it Wednesday Hall. If I spread a bed of ferns inside and hid a cache of tory tops, it would serve me as a hunting lodge and a store for a proper hidey house. For once in the valley, it had to be that my home should hide by the river's edge. So many feelings stirring in this river garden. Fragile beauty blooms unharmed, while rows of bamboo bushes, like giant foxes' brushes, slowly lash the mocking muller's face. That face whose gurgling laughter drains with the curving bank to assume a silent jungle watchfulness. My river path forked where the butterfly settled. I searched for a clue to the way I should turn, when off to the right I saw a clearing, a dappled stump all covered with ivy. Here was the throne of the river people, where Brendan the Wise would rule our domain. Our palace would stand behind in the clearing. Our kingdom would stretch from the cliffs to the stream. But first to crown my sovereign liege and bind him with most solemn vows to guard and keep his loyal subject. For hours dreaming in my wood-scented home of chieftains, princesses, great deeds done, and blades of gold lay like trout in the water, and talks of silver clung in slow-moving weeds. And all the while, the wind was listening as I lay in my house. There was somebody listening. There was somebody listening. Force yourself, Sarah. Remember. Try to remember before it leaves. Bright sun. Afternoon. September wind flinging the trees. That's right. And I was making tea. And arranging the cups. Those old cracked cups from the kitchen. What's... It's him. My God, it was him. That's right, it was him. It was him all along. He defiled my home. It was him all along. You can never return. He sauntered home. Home. Duhallow home. You knew Nora would be waiting there. The waiting arms of Nora. Him all along. It was him all along. That face is the key to the memory that locked me in. There's nothing to fear. I found the key. I'm free. I must be free. I'm safe. Safe in the warmth of Nora's kitchen, with Egbert there, cocky and spry in the heady sweetness of rock buns baking, warm vanilla fragrance swirling round me, like Nora's love. The kitchen dresser wraps you in its cozy histories. You'll stray no longer from its homely demands, secure from haunting visions. You'll thrive content in this warm place and learn to love the plain things around you. Sugary batter, sent to the oven, Nora humming. You feel warm and full of food. And Nora's sitting, waiting there. Bimbo snuggled in his basket, waiting to romp while you ride through the fields. And Bert will be springing in his cage, happy in his cage. There's nothing else here, nothing to fear. There's nothing here at all. Sarah, don't! He's there. He's after me. He's coming. He's chasing me. Behind me. He's coming. He's closer.
Run.
What are you doing? Stop it. Get hold of yourself, Sarah. It's coming at me. It's a dream. It's a nightmare. It's not happening. Don't happen, please. He's going to catch me. He's going to hurt me. It's not happening. It can't be happening. It's not happening again. No. Please, go away. Please. Don't let it catch me. Don't let it get me. Please. I'm dreaming.
Stop!
Please, no. Please.
Catch me.
The bridge. It's not far, it's not. Home. Over this bridge. Don't trip. He's gone. He's gone. Go on, I'll do anything. Please. Over the bridge. It's not far. I'm going to get home. He's out of me. No one is waiting. Bridge, here's the bridge. Cross the bridge. So, I'm home. I'm nearly home. Over the bridge.